press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back to your social science class. Today we are going to continue the chapter types of society. We stopped at nature of society. Today we will go into types of society, importance of society, and then move on to the types of society, alright. Now what we have dealt in the previous class, or what we studied in the previous class, is basically like characteristics of society. Today what we are going to learn is importance of society. Why is society important? Just a second till I write all the points. Okay, so what I have jotted down here is why society is important basically, or what is the importance of society. The first one is it's universal, next one is protection and nourishment, okay, protection and nourishment, then it builds your personality, that is personality formation, and reinforces life. So we will move to the first one. Why is it called universal? Now basic understanding is like this. What is universal? Present everywhere. Universal is present everywhere, alright. Now human beings, group of people form communities, and communities come together and form society, okay. Now 5 of us, we form a community. Then again there's another batch of 5. So 10 batches of 5 people each. We all form different communities, we all form what is called as society. Okay. Now human beings are there, society is there. Okay. And society is a place where the life is made possible, or life is easier when dealt with communities or with people around you, alright. Now before we were born, society was there. After we die, society will still go on, isn't it? Before we are born, people have lived in different societies. Now we are living in this society. After we are gone, society will still continue. Society is present everywhere and it will always be there, okay. That is why society is universal, that is, it's present everywhere. It's not only like in my district society is there, and another district or another state this society is not there, not like that. Every place has a certain society, okay. Our cultural basis, our traditions, our values, our beliefs are also dealt with the type of society that we belong to. Don't we say our society is like this? Our society will think like that. Our society is, have we ever tried to feel that this is because of the society? Okay. So wherever we stay, we are become a part of the community. When we become the part of the community, on the larger area, communities come and become society. Alright. Next is necessary for protection and nourishment. That is, now certain rules and regulations are laid down by the society. These rules and regulations have to be followed, isn't it? They will have to be dealt with properly. Society has a way of telling us to behave and not to behave. In turn, it also protects us. It protects us from so many things. Sometimes it harms us also, the way we think or our thought processes. That is what we are thinking. Now, how does it protect and nourish us? What's nourish? If I tell you the mother has nourished the child properly, that means to say that the mother has looked after the child or taken care of the child very nicely. Okay, excellent. That is with good food, keeping the child healthy, okay, and in a good way. So the child is healthy, happy with however he or she is. Here, what is the protection that is being given? Protection is through the different communities that we belong to. People stand in our favor. People be there for us. So when we need something, when we are clueless about the goals that we have to do, we can go back to the community that we are into, the society that we are into, and then they in turn protect and nourish us. That is, they take care of us. They keep us close. Communities keep you close. All right? Now, we have a very complex structure in this society. Simple and complex. Okay, simple things are dealt in a simple way. Complex is a slightly difficult thing to do. So, simple and complex things. Whereas what is important is the structure that we have in the society. What kind of rules and regulations have to be done? How each one's work is getting divided. Okay? How much of social control people have? Who is controlling them? What kind of social institutions do we have? We have studied in the institutions. What kind of social institutions do we have? Okay? What is going to happen? Who is taking the leadership of the society? Who is doing good? Who is doing bad? Now, in turn, done good, that means you have a lot of nourishment, that is, you have a lot of caretaking that is done. Now, if you plant a sapling there, a small plant, and if you don't water it, will it grow? Unless it rains, it will not grow. Otherwise, you have to keep on pouring water, isn't it? You will have to nourish the plant. Maybe proper manure to it, water, plant it in such a way that it also gets sunlight, so that it is nourished, it grows nicely. Same way as people have to be nourished, people have to be taken care of, because we will have to live in a community. We will have to live together. And when we live together, then there is joy and happiness. Okay? Here, when there is similarities, dissimilarities, people are there. Now, if you have a group of 5 friends, you want to, 2 of them wants to play cricket, another 3 of them want to play football. Okay? Don't you come to a conclusion that, okay, we'll play cricket for half an hour or 1 hour, then we'll play football for 1 hour. Don't you come to a conclusion there, what is happening? you are respecting each other's needs and protecting each other's needs and wishes also, so that you are not ruining you're spoiling your friendship. Okay. Then is personality formation. Okay, third one, personality formation that is there. How do you think personality is formed? It's first formed in the family. When parents teach you certain things and people in the house teach you certain things, you adapt to the characteristics that they have or they give you. Once that personality is adopted, then when you go out and explore your things on your own, you try to adapt certain things and certain values of the outside world. Where is that outside world? Your own society that you live in. Okay? Then, society has decided certain aims for human beings. That's why the society says, isn't it? You shouldn't be doing that and it's wrong, and you should be doing this because that's the way it is and that's the way we will have to go forward. Certain aims are set. Now, basic aim is we all would like to have a better society, a better and a joyful, a happy society for everybody living together. Now, society also gives you a place to show your capacities, your talents, because see, there are social institutions, there are groups, social groups where you participate in. There are places where you go and work. Now, if you are a teacher, you are going to an educational institution to work. So, that's a social institution. All things around us are happening in their own way. Family is an institution. Marriage is an institution. Okay? Now we have, just like we studied functions of family, that is nourishment of its members and security and socialization. Here too you can apply the same thing, that society on the larger concept, okay, which involves family, the government, the law, the economy, education, religion, law, okay, I mentioned law, okay. So, everything put together, family, government, religion, education, law, okay, everything put together form different institutions. When they form different institutions, we also get to learn certain things from all of these. Okay, when you learn certain things from all of these, maybe from your religion, from the law, from the government, from the education system, from your family, okay, you're learning something. And when you learn something, it forms you to be everything. You want to be a part of the society. Certain values are derived. Where do you derive it first? You derive it in the family. Then maybe your faith in a certain religion, that also develops certain values. Then with regard to your education, you go and study something, you go and learn something, you pick out your values there. Okay? So that's how you, in different ways, in different places, from different people, you borrow those characteristics or you borrow that nature that they have and try to implement. It may be successful or it may not be successful. Either ways, you try to do and borrow it because you like it. So whatever is being adapted and whatever stays with you forms a part of your personality, forms a part of how you are going to be, what you do, how you do it, what will you become. Everything is a question on itself, because that's why they say, isn't it, go in good friendship, go in good company, don't go into bad company. This is the reason where each of these people influence your way of dealing with things. Alright, your influence on certain things should be in such a way that it is not affected by other people's opinions or other people's thinking and their ways of doing it. So you will have to build your own personality on any way. But who are the contributors to it? The institutions or other people in the society become contributors to your personality that is there. Now society on the other hand is also giving you a chance to show your talent. If you are talented for something, have you seen certain communities or certain groups that are there, they organize certain things, certain competitions and certain festivals where they give chance to the people of their community, and that is how people from that community rise up into becoming good people and great ones. That's the first place. At least everything has to be tried first, isn't it? If you have not done anything, at least if you have not tried it first, you will never know a hands-on experience on it. Everything must be experienced and only then you realize the reality of it. Okay? So that's how you develop your personality. In the process of growing, in your growing years, in the process of each stage that you cross, okay, maybe in the education institution, your primary, higher primary, then you go to high school, okay, each stage that then you go to college. So each stage that you cross develops certain things within you. The last one is reinforces life. That is what I have adapted from the society. Now if certain personality traits that I would like to have, I have adapted it for myself. Society is reinforcing, it is boosting my energy in certain ways where I not only showcase it outside, but internally also I am contented or I am satisfied with it. I am happy. Okay? So, how does it reinforce our life? It's not only the outside things that you can see, but the way the society tries to keep you within. Like to say, you must be happy for yourself. You must be happy within. It's not that society can say, oh, be happy, and you can't be happy. You should feel from within that I am happy, or I am sad, or I am irritated a bit. Okay? So different kinds of moods and different kinds of emotions that we show. It reinforces our life, or it gives us a boost, it gives some energy where it not only tells you that you should be a good being outside, but you should be a good being within yourself also. That's the first place you must give. For yourself, you must give the first place. Everything will come after that. Okay? Then, the relationship that is there between humans and society is very simple. Both exist in relation to each other. Both exist in, it's like humans are there, they form the society. Okay, in turn society is there, humans are on track. Alright, so that's how things are moving around, because we need the connection, we need the human touch of people. We cannot be left out all alone, and when we are left all alone, it's a different way of dealing with things. It's not acceptable where people are not in and around you. There should be a people in and around you. That's how human interaction takes place, and we are social beings, we are rational beings, so we need people around us. So, this, in that way, if you see on a simpler way, it is simple. But if you look at the other side, it's not that simple, okay? Now, there are two faces of the coin. So, one side may look very detailed and simple. Another side is also complex. Sometimes, have you seen the coin? You can see the digit that is written. But what's written behind it, can you read the little things that are written? Complex. Okay, so take it society in that way. The digit that is written is very simple. The next side, the other side of it, the year of minting it was also written, okay, a certain person's portrait is pressed on it, alright. So these things are very detailed, done in detail. When done in detail, It takes a lot of time and energy to read it. Society can be compared to the coin where just on an overview, if you have to understand, society is there, humans are there, human is there, culture is there, okay, so you can just connect it like that. But why does it become complex or why does it become difficult is when each individual, now what I think you may not be thinking, what you think he may not be thinking or she may not be thinking. So in that way, in the ways of people's thoughts, okay, society is very complex. People's thoughts are different. Now we may have a unique way of dealing with certain things, okay. Our emotions may be different. Some people may be very sensitive, some people are not. Some people may cry and show it out to you, others may not. So our ways of dealing with the problem is also different. Our ways of understanding that problem is also different. Okay, so when we understand these things, we feel society to be very complex. Because if you have to go and adjust with each one of them, now my emotions may be different from yours. Yours may be different from another 50 people around you. So if you just go and look at each one of them and try to understand the society, then it's very, very difficult. Because each one's emotions can't be put into place. That is why a general assumption is done that people are of this kind, people are of that kind. So that's how we deal. That's how we take on the role. Okay? So that is how it reinforces our life. It tries to build us up, tries to boost us up, yet what happens over here is because people are unique. You must have heard. They have said, isn't it? You are unique. You are different. You are you. Saying is easier, isn't it? Doing is very difficult always. So in that way, maybe our actions may be different, our ways of thinking about that particular problem or that aspect may be different. Our ways of taking certain roles may be different. We may believe in equality and no gender discrimination, but there may be some people who may say a woman cannot do this kind of job and that and everything. So society has different kinds of people. It's a mixture of people. And when you take a mixture of people, there is always a general assumption that is done. Okay. So these are the importance of society. Brush it up again. Universal is present everywhere. It was there before us, it is there now, it will be there after us and always forever. Okay? Then is protection and nourishment of its members. That is, society caters to your needs. It needs, each human being is important in its own way. Just like you nourish the plant or the parents nourish the child, society nourishes you also because it feeds you with certain things. Then it is left to you if you have to take it as good or bad. But it feeds you with certain things. It protects you when you need it. Okay? Then it forms your personality. Personality formation in ways where you get a chance or you make use of the opportunities that are there, and then derive certain characteristics from people or take certain roles that are very important. Make good use of everything that is present in and around you. Where does it begin? I told you it begins at home. Okay, your traits are derived from your parents, but developing them and having a like or dislike for them is left to you. Some things you may not like, some things you may just let it go. Some things you may be interested when you see somebody else in the society doing it and you would like to adapt it for yourself. Try to know if it's good or bad and then try to adapt it for yourself. Okay, so personality formation. The fourth one is reinforces life. That is, it gives you life. Now, if you are very thirsty, and then if you get at least half a cup of water also, you feel, I'm satisfied, isn't it? Oh, I'm good, I'm satisfied, at least I had half a cup of water. Same way here, when you feel lost or when you are just wandering around, in and around your thoughts, it teaches you in a way that you should not only be strong outside but also inside. It gives you a lot of challenges. Society throws you a lot of challenges. It's you who has to be tough to face it. Okay, not run away, but be very tough to face it in your own way. Society is simple if we just look on the surface, that humans are there, society is there. But if you go deeper and understand it, society tends to be very, very complex, because each person there is different. What I am or what my personality is may not be yours, may not be somebody else's. So we will have to accept each one's personality differently. We will have to keep in mind how unique each person is. Their thoughts may differ from us. Their actions and their emotions may differ from us. So while keeping all this in mind and the structure of the society, we find society to be very, very complex. Okay, with this I would like to stop, students. In the next class we will deal with types of society. I have done a very little portion for you today. Just go back and read. Okay, I went very slow today so that you understand it correctly. Okay, just read that much. In the next class we will see types of society. Thank you very much.